Pokemon Ultimate Adventures by Mikazuki. Chapter 11, Terror of the Deep. Location, Green Forest Lake. Ah! Ow! That could've hurt! Ash yelled as he dodged Aquamarine. Aquamarine had missed, and his trident was stuck in the ground. Ah! Aquamarine fell over as Ash punched him with his Quicksilver arm. Come on! You want to keep going and let me pound you? Ah! Aquamarine rubbed the side of his face and growled. He jumped high into the air and aimed his trident down at Ash. Ah! Ocean Lance! He jabbed through the air, and the pressure sent Ash flying. Ah! Ha ha! Aquamarine laughed. Ah! Tidal Spear! He slashed through the air, making a blue shockwave that sent Ash flying. Ah! Ash rubbed his head. This is bad. That hurt a lot more than anything Doppelganger did. Yeah! He snapped back to attention and ran behind a tree. And just how many of those things does he have? He hid behind the tree as the javelins hit. He looked to see if Aquamarine was still throwing. Wham! He ducked back as more flew. Aquamarine sighed. He was out of javelins. Kraken! I choose you! Tentacruel! Kraken attacked, but this time, at the end of his tentacles, there were heavy bronze spearheads. Attack! Aquamarine pointed at Ash. Ah! Ash and Pikachu both ran from the killing machine. With those sharp blades and spikes attached to Kraken's many arms, they wouldn't stand a chance. But if someone as resistant as Ash couldn't survive, then surely Aquamarine couldn't either. Pester Balls, go! Kraken, return! Before Kraken could do any damage, Aquamarine called it to the Pokeball. Damn! If I use a Pokemon, then he'll just make it go crazy and attack me when he uses that many Pester Balls. And that means I can't use my prize fighter, especially with the blades and spikes I gave him. Only one thing left to do. Attack him myself! Deep Skewer! Ash jumped out of the way. Man, that was pathetic! You keep using the same move all the time, and after that much, it isn't even going to affect me! You say this is an anything goes match, and you can't use any Pokemon, cause I can make him go berserk. But I, on the other hand... Ash turned to Pikachu. Thunder! Pikachu! Pikachu jumped high in the air, and a large bolt of lightning came down. Aquamarine held the trident up high. The lightning immediately went into the weapon, but Aquamarine was unharmed. Ha! I've learned from my many battles over the years, and this weapon's made of the same thing that armor is made of. And for lightning attacks, this means... Yeah! Aquamarine dashed forwards and swung it through the air, and as it flew, a trail of electricity could be seen. Wah! Ash and Pikachu ran as fast as they could, while Aquamarine followed closely, swinging the electrically charged weapon through the air. Come back so I can kill you, Ash Ketchum! I've got to figure out a way to stop this maniac! Ash yelled, and sweat dropped. Ah! That lightning flowing through the weapon, it's no stronger than the ones Pikachu usually uses on me. I know I could survive it, but those sharp edges... Ash looked at the trident. I've got to be careful. If that trident touches my skin even a little bit, I'll get shocked, and chances are he'll take that chance to skewer me. Ash growled. There's no way I can avoid it forever. I'll have to take that shock while keeping him from hitting me. Ash turned around. Die, Ketchum! Aquamarine jabbed the trident at Ash. Ha! With one arm, Ash blocked the hit, and with his other arm, he swung the sledgehammer and bashed Aquamarine on the forehead. Ah! Both Ash and Aquamarine screamed and fell over. A bit of one of the prongs touched the skin of Ash's arm, and the electricity passed on completely to Ash, while Aquamarine was dazed from the blow to the head from the big hammer. Hey, Aqua! Please, let's not do that one again, Ash groaned. Trust me, the feeling's mutual, Aquamarine replied. Truce for 5 minutes? Ash asked. Truce. Aquamarine reached over and shook Ash's hand. 5 minutes later. Ash punched Aquamarine with the Quicksilver arm. Ow! Aquamarine rubbed his face. As Ash dashed towards him, Aquamarine tightened his grip on the trident. Tidal Spear! Ha! Aquamarine swung the trident. The air pressure sent Ash and Pikachu flying through the air and crashing into a tree. Aquamarine growled. You coward! Stand up and fight! Ash groaned, rubbing his jaw. Did he get stronger? Aquamarine roared, turning his whole body and stabbing with the trident. Ash growled, catching the prongs of the trident in his hands and stopping it. Aquamarine put so much force into the stab, Ash was being pushed back. But still, he was slowing Aquamarine down. Thunder! Pikachu seemed to be focusing very hard on an attack. Pikachu! Ha! Aquamarine smirked. Don't underestimate me! What? Ash exclaimed. Aquamarine lifted the trident into the air, with Ash still hanging on to the end. But that wasn't all. Ash screamed as Pikachu's thunder attack crashed into him. I'm not done yet! Ocean Lance! Energy gathered around Aquamarine's trident. Ash screamed as a blast of energy sent him flying and striking the ground. Ash gasped. His stomach was in so much pain, there was a bit of smoke coming from his clothes. That attack, it was so powerful. He struggled to get up. It hurt so much, but he clenched his teeth. He refused to quit. Pikachu, he breathed. Skull Bash! Pikachu shot forwards, spinning through the air towards Aquamarine. Aquamarine swerved his body to avoid the attack. Ha! He laughed, turning around as Ash came charging at him. Ha! He slammed Ash across the face, knocking him back. What an amateurish trick! He shouted. Sending your Pokemon to distract me while you attack? Even if you did hit me, what do you think that'll do? He roared, smashing Ash and sending him flying. Ash hit the ground hard. He growled, standing up. I won't! He panted, clenching his knuckles. I won't quit! He tried to hit back, but Aquamarine simply caught Ash's punch and twisted his arm. Holding Ash's arm, Aquamarine swung him over his head and slammed him against the forest floor. Ash refused to stay down. It's not over yet! He gasped, slowly standing up. He refused to stay down. Though he was in pain, his muscles on fire, his body screaming for him to quit, Ash simply refused to stop fighting. He just kept going. Aquamarine stepped to the side and thrust his trident forwards. Catching Ash's arms between the prongs, he twisted hard and threw him off balance. As Ash stumbled, Aquamarine took the chance to attack. He roared, attacking him repeatedly with his fists, slamming his face, neck, head, and stomach. He stopped punching and turned around. He kicked Ash in the stomach and sent him reeling back, but Aquamarine's hand shot forward and grabbed him by the top of the head. He shouted. He smashed Ash's face into the ground. As his face hit the floor, he didn't even have the strength left to scream. Aquamarine let him go and took a step back, leaving Ash lying there. A few tears escaped his eyes. Ash tried to move, but he couldn't. His body, it just wasn't responding to his commands. No! He cried. Aquamarine, there was such a huge gap between them. He was nothing like Doppelganger. None of Ash's attacks seemed to make any difference, while every one of his attacks tore right through him. How was it possible? How could anyone be this strong?